Welcome back, fellas, to another edition of AE Nation. My name is Nick, as you all may know now. Here's a little screenshot of what I'll be using today. It's one of my go-to setups. I have the throwing knives. I know they're a little bit hated. I have the G18 and the Vector, and these perks, you guys got to try these perks out. They're very good. We got FMJ, Accelerate, Super Strafe, and Extended Clip. I highly recommend those perks. And I forgot to mention on my last video, if you're wondering why the mod tag is in there, I am a Bullet Force moderator made by Lucas from AE Nation. There's about 6 of us in there. So let's get into a little bit of TDM. We're going to show you guys today how to some tips on gameplay on how to get a 5+ KD, which if you follow these tips, you'll be golden. Remember to always scope in when you turn corners. Always scope in. Every time you turn corners, crouch when you can. Rush to their spawn point and just try to, I don't want to say trap them, because you're not really wanting to trap them, but you want to get to their spawn point and just kill them as they spawn in. That's a way to control TDM. I mean, some people might call it dirty, but that's the name of the game in TDM. I mean, spawn trapping is what it is, unfortunately. So you want to rush to their spawn point, as you see here that I'm doing. You want to check both sides. You always want to scope in before you hit that corner, before you get out into open territory. You always want to scope in, and crouching on those corners work very well. Always keep an eye on your mini-map so you can see where people are at. Have a good control setup as well. Every time when you scope in, anytime you hit a corner, see how I'm hitting that corner and I'm scoping in? I should have hip fired him and came out of my scope there, but run for cover is another thing. See how I'm running for cover? I'm scoping because it takes them a few seconds to calibrate their aim. So always keep in mind to, if your health is low, run behind cover like you see I was doing there. Now we're going to go up here, see if anybody's over here. Over there we go. Get him, stab him. That's nice. There we go, another. And another. And I don't know if you guys have those same problems as well, because I always do it when you try to reload and it switches to your handgun. The G18 is a very good weapon. 23 bullets in it for extended clip. Very good weapon. Oh, I didn't even see him there. But it's a very good secondary to, if that does happen to you and you accidentally switch to your secondary, you want a weapon that's similar to your primary, or at least it helps me. When I accidentally switch to my secondary, I have the Coyote scope, or it's called a mini RDS on the G18, but it's pretty much a Coyote scope is what I have. So it's pretty similar to what I'm already using. But remember, again, always check your corners, the perimeters, keep your eye on the mini-map. Accelerate is a great perk that you have. You can watch your mini-map with people on there. FMJ, you can take out 2 to 3, 4 people at a time, like you just seen I was doing there. Always scope in, super strafe, so you can move around a little bit faster. Use your UAVs, people, when you have them. I hate when I see videos and people are just sitting there with UAVs or kill streaks and they're not using them. Now here, people are shooting at me, you want to make them think you're going that way, and then sometimes you want to cut back, or sometimes you just want to keep going forward. Yeah, I see those people on the map, so I'm going to tear them up. Oh, damn. Dude got me. You want to keep an eye on the score real quick. Everyone has their own strategies for each map, but my biggest tips that I can help you guys on is using the perk setup that I have and get a good gun like the Vector or the FAMAS. Is 2 of the best guns I think in the game. You can't go wrong ever with those 2 guns. Rush to the front. Do not hang back. You always got to rush to the front. Reload in a safe spot. Check your corners all the time. Don't run into open areas without scoping in. Keep your eye on the mini-map for where they're at. Crouch on the corners when you can, because it takes them a few seconds to recalibrate their aim when you're crouched, and as soon as they do that, you're already dead. You already killed them by the time they recalibrate. And I use the TKs, and a lot of people use the TKs, so I know some people will give me hate, but hey, you know what, that people use them, it's in the game. You're more than welcome to use them as well. They're great for reloading. and long range kills. When I use a SMG, I use it for those long range kills, and I scope in. I rarely ever hip fire with the TKs. I use them for the long range kills, and I use them when I'm reloading. They'll save your life many times. And another little tip is the kill cam lasts for a few seconds. Anytime somebody kills you, try to run the opposite direction of where you really want to go. So they think you're headed in a different direction, and as soon as that kill cam comes off in a few seconds, just turn the corner and go the opposite way of where you were going. And I knew he was up there because I'm watching my map. Alright, now let's go always on the side, see how I'm scoped in. I knew he was there again because I've seen him on the map. See where these people are at. Be ready to fire anytime you're running when you're not scoped in. But that's why super strafe is very helpful, because you can scope in and you can move forward, and you can advance forward while being scoped in. It's not that slow. This is a good TK spot. You sit there scoped in, anyone runs in those two areas, boom, they're done with a TK to the face. Now if you use these tips, you have your accelerate for UAV, or your accelerate for your multiple UAVs, you watch the map. You use FMJ to take out 3-4 people, because a lot of time in TDM it's not like free-for-all where it's always one-on-one encounters. In free-for-all, FMJ is not going to help you too much in free-for-all because they're always usually one-on-one encounters. Sometimes it will, but free-for-all is almost a must in team deathmatch, because a lot of times it's 3-on-1s, 4-on-1s. I've killed up to 6 people in a 6-on-1 with the FMJ. It's crazy. Now here is another example. It's kind of spawn trapping, but you get into their base and you just hang out and just rack the kills up. Anytime your health is low like that, you want to crouch like that because it takes them a second or two to recalibrate. You want to jump out and you get that kill by the time. That was a perfect example of crouching and using it to your advantage. That guy's dead before he even calibrates and turns his aim down to where your level is at. Go. Let's see where they at. Where they at? I don't see him. I don't see him. Where they at? I'm checking. There's one. Let's get him. There we go. Now I haven't checked the score in a little bit, but I pray to God that I get more than a 5 KD, because that would look pretty sad if I had tips to a 5+ KD and I don't get at least 5+ KD. But yeah, I ran out of ammo there. Now you keep in mind, guys, a lot of people like to use the bounty or the loaded perks, but as long as you kill people, you will get more ammo. Every 5 kills that you get more ammo in your gun. I'm not sure how much more ammo it is, but you do get more ammo for every 5 kills. Now, I haven't confirmed yet. Maybe I'll do that for my next video, if it has to be a kill streak or not, or if it's just 5 kills. But every 5 kills does get you at more ammo. So I rarely run out of ammo. The only time I run out of ammo is if I'm shooting at and I'm not getting kills, pretty much. As long as I'm killing people, you're gonna get... Ooh, get them. Don't you hate when they run away on that? They have like a sliver of health left. Here I'm in the action here, but I'm trying to pick up a gun. It's hard when you're fighting, all these people here. But another thing that helps, guys, is over at AE Nation we created some call-out maps, and we have call-out maps for every map in Bullet Force, and we know when we say, we got 3 bogeys left in, heading down hallway A1, we know exactly where that's at and where they're going. We know exactly. That's another thing I would recommend to different clans or different people that doing, battles and stuff. Call-out maps are a big help, for sure, definitely, when you're playing with teams. We play over at AE Nation, we play together a lot, and the call-out maps when we're all on voice help us unbelievably. See, those TKs, they're a little bit hard to aim. In videos we make it look easy because we've, had a lot of practice with them, but they're not as easy. TKs are not as easy as everyone thinks they are, and I would challenge anyone to go try them for the first time, and you'll realize they're not as hard, or not as easy as people think they are. But just with it, as with anything in time and practice, you get better at them. And when you do finally learn them, they are an advantage. They do help a lot for sure. Accelerate is another perk. You know, one less kill for a kill streak. It doesn't sound like much, but it's a lot. I love this spot right here. You just rack the kills up in here. Watch your UAV to make sure that they're not running down that one corridor like that person just tried to do on me. But I love that there. Always check both sides, but you can just run back to back. It's great. I love that spot. But ooh, got him. Stabbed him in the back. That's another thing. Have a good placement. I usually like to overlay it over my shoot button, but have a great placement to put your what's that, knife button. You can just keep running back and lining them up. This is what TDM is all about. This is how you get your 5+ KD. You gotta watch your mini map and you gotta get to their spawn point. Get up to their spawn point and rack those kills up. I know it's easier, you know, said than done, but you always gotta watch your map for people like that try to get up behind you. Eventually they're gonna get you. Always gotta be a level 1, right? Isn't that annoying? But a lot of people like to wait for counter UAVs. They like to wait to use them for somebody that has, you know, they're using a UAV themselves. Me, since you're using Accelerate, you get 4 kill streaks all the time. So I use them as soon as I get them. That way, I'll get another one by the time somebody gets one. You know, that's just twice as many I can get. And see that, there's your TKs, there's a couple kills right there. They should never line up like that. But see, if you miss, you just keep shooting and you're good to go. That's why I like to do it scoped in. Because if you ever miss, you just keep shooting. Notice how I have my TK button on the left side, so I can do that. And that is a match, fellas. We went 61-8. That was a great game. Definitely over a 5 KD, guys. Alright, signing out, AE Nation. Nick. See you guys. Thanks.